I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. Stop.
Well, the ICE raids are heating up across the cities of America, and people are worried if things may start to melt. It appears in that video that ICE is literally seizing people. Let's take a look at that again.
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing.
He's seizing, she says. He's seizing. Guys, is he seizing or is he acting? I think it's pretty good. I mean, look, he's got the whites of the eyes. I don't know if I could do that. He should have let go of the baby and put his hands straight up. I don't know what to do with the seizing, but he was getting jolted by something. Looks like he's kind of enjoying it if you play it back and forth a little bit. Looks like he's something else. So he's seizing. Of course, Democrats will watch that, simple-minded as they are, and say, how dare they do that to that father, Latino father? He wants to raise his kids. He just wants to what's best for his life and his family. And you gave him a seizure. How dare you? Now, Democrats and leftists being or see something like that and immediately think racism.
Have a dream.
That's all it could be. It couldn't be that this person they're arresting did anything wrong. It must be racism. So here are the facts according to the Assistant Secretary, Department of Homeland Security. And what she says is, 1, this was a targeted ICE arrest of a violent criminal illegal alien who in August repeatedly stabbed her coworker with scissors and then threw a trash can at her victim. So, Democrats, is it okay if we deport somebody who's stabbing coworkers with scissors and throwing trash cans at them as she's an illegal? I mean, it's a fair question, right? Or should we just pay all of her bills and subsidize her criminal lifestyle in America? What do you think, Democrats? Number 2, emergency medical personnel on the scene found no legitimate medical episode. ICE called 911 and the illegal alien refused any medical care. So the simple-minded Democrats who saw a seizure and were freaking out and starting GoFundMes and donating all their money to this person, this is a criminal, this is an illegal person, an undocumented, illegal alien. And she has a very long name, which that's another reason to get deported. Juliana Milena Ojeda-Montoya. Okay, we don't have that much space on the name forms for those types of names. Cut it down if you want to be in our country. And stop stabbing people with scissors. So the funny thing about this is they're not actually arresting the guy that's having the seizure over here. They're arresting the mother of the child. So the mother that's going to be sent back to Ecuador for stabbing someone with scissors and throwing trash cans, she's going to be shipped back to Ecuador. She's passing off her little baby to this guy. And then he starts seizing up. Bro, you need to step up, man. That's not the time to have a seizure. Someone hands you a baby and says, take care of my baby. They're shipping me back to Ecuador for being a illegal alien who's stabbing people with scissors. And he goes, oh no, and he just starts seizing up. Literally the second she hands the child over to this guy, he starts seizing up. Bad, bad, bad. In my opinion, we should consider deporting him as well. If you can't be trusted to hold someone's baby right as they get arrested and are going to get deported back, if you start seizing up right away, man, that's not a very good care guardian. That child is not in good hands. Literally, probably the worst hands to be in, someone who's seizing. So, yikes right there.
Some in the crowd are crying, seeing a toddler caught in the middle of an ICE apprehension.
The cruelty! There is a baby in there!
Federal agents struggle with the man, woman, and child in the car as a crowd surrounds the agents and people record the chaotic encounter.
What they ended up doing was locking arms, the mom and the dad, and they had the 2-year-old in the back, but they ended up bringing her to the front.
So it sounds like they wanted a photo op. They're locking arms. Come on, guys, take pictures, put it on social media. The kid's in the back and the child seat in the back. Bring him up here. Bring him up here. Let's put him between us. And I'm going to cry. Like, you know, it's the worst thing ever, that this day that I've been waiting for. She's literally been arrested, okay? If you were arrested in a country that you didn't have citizenship in, would you be surprised if you were going to get deported someday? What kind of crazy expectations do you have? Once you commit a crime in America, there shouldn't even be a question of you being allowed to stay. No, get out. Get the heck out. We don't need you. We don't need more crimes.
The car was pulled over early this morning on Kimball Street.
Now, what I'm trying to figure out is if the seizure was part of the plan. I'm thinking she's like, oh, gosh, they're coming to get me. Well, it was nice knowing you. I'll write letters from Ecuador. And he said, yep, good luck with you and your kid. I'll see you later. And she said, no, let's grab him out of the back seat. We'll put him in front and I'll hand him to you. And he's like, I just don't really know if I'm cut out to be a father, and I think it's just better if she goes back with you to Ecuador. No, but she's an American citizen. Yeah, I think I'm good. Then the cops start busting in, and then she hands him over. He's thinking this was not part of the plan, and he starts having a seizure of some type. And then she realizes, okay, I probably handed my kids off to the worst person I could ever hand them off to. The guy literally faked a seizure. I don't even think he's illegal. He had nothing to worry about. He was faking the seizure because he didn't want to take care of the kid, according to my imagination and some sources I made up.
The car was pulled over early this morning on Kimball Street.
I just got a call from ICE. They're requesting assistance. They said they need our assistance.
And as the crowd grows, Fitchburg police officers are called in.
Okay, so there he is, and it doesn't look like he has a seizure. He looks just fine. He looks like he lost some weight, actually, if you look at it. He was looking a little chunky in the other one. So Democrats, don't worry. He seems to be okay. And they're laughing at him. My sources inside ICE told me they were all laughing and chuckling and saying, dude, that was a pretty good seizure. You had us for a second. You should have waited a little longer until you started seizing. Her handing you the kid and you start seizing immediately. Kind of funny, actually. Kind of hilarious.
Fitchburg police officers are called in.
FPD is completely different than ICE. They could have been like, you can't be here without a warrant in hand, this, that, but they just let it happen.
Well, this is the thing. The feds overrule the city when it comes to illegal immigrants in the city. Okay, you can't just set up a territory and say, this is only Mexican illegals. Stay away from us, feds. That's not how it works. We would go to war against that. That is a rebellious town or a rebellious city. And come to think of it, if this guy is prone to seizures, he shouldn't be driving. What is he doing in the driver's seat? Oh, I think we just found another reason to deport somebody. Get to work, President Trump. I just got another charge. Prone to seizures, or he faked the seizure. Whichever one has the higher penalty, deport him immediately. I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't know. He might be a great guy. He could be an actor. I mean, when he rolled the eyes back and you saw the white of his eyes, to me, I go, whoa, back off. Let go. Give him some air. He can't breathe. And I get serious, but everyone knew he was faking. And I think it's because he didn't want to take care of the kid. And I don't know if I blame him. Now, some of these comments are pretty funny. This one says, so even if he had a seizure, he still should have been clubbed into submission and restrained. Lots of these illegals have things working with them. They still should be deported. ICE is too gentle with them. This one says, this is a fake seizure. A person is not capable of purposeful movement while having a seizure. He purposefully turned his head toward the agent. This alien invader is a faker. This one says the father should have been arrested for endangering a child. They take the baby from the back to use as a shield and then fakes a seizure. This guy says definitely should have taken the father and kid into custody after being cleared by medics. Send them back to their country of birth as a family. It's only right. I mean, you know what's funny? I'm at the point where if you are a criminal and you are in America and you're not here legally, I don't even know why we're having a conversation about whether you should be allowed to stay. There's no case. You broke the golden rule of being an illegal immigrant, doing a crime and getting caught. You can do the crime, don't get caught. How about not do the crime and don't have any problems? but you did the crime and you got caught. Well, you can't expect to stay, and you can't cry when we kick you out. Ship you on back. This comment says, when you fake rolling your eyes in the back of your head, it always looks so obvious that you're faking. See, I would have fell for that. So my bad on that one, I guess, because that is pretty, to me, when I see someone with the whites of the eyes, I'm like, oh no, something bad's happening. Somebody help him. Arrest all that interfere in any way. I like that too. All the left does is lie, cheat, and steal. That's for sure true. If the mother and wife truly loved and cared about her family, she would have peacefully gone with law enforcement. She has a criminal history and knew ICE was looking for her. Now she has traumatized her child. This guy called it. If he has a seizure disorder, he can't drive. I'm going to go with he faked it, unless he can produce some medical records that say otherwise. These people know if they act like fools, they get all this bleeding heart attention from stupid liberals. So true. So there you have it. A very interesting story, because Democrats are going to be losing their minds. And then we're all going to have to show them the facts. And then they're going to insist that it was a seizure, because they can never allow themselves to, come to their senses and go, okay, sorry, I was wrong. I'm always wrong. Maybe I should stop making opinions and just listen to Base Life Guru and other great channels. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. He's sneezing.
Stop. That's fine. Back up.
This is my wife. She's having a seizure. They're trying to rip the baby out of her hand. She's having a seizure.
Back up.
Oh my God, don't touch me.
Fitchburg, Massachusetts. This is what's going on this morning. Stop yelling at her. Stop yelling at her because you feel insecure.